You are listening to Lovely Talks Heavy. Hello everybody, and welcome to Lovely Talks Heavy. I am your host, Lovely, and I discuss everything I enjoy with regard to heavy music. This is the first in a handful of backlogged episodes that I've prepared for NaNoWriMo so that I can fully dedicate myself to writing in the month of November. For this episode, I've wanted to dig up a little something from my time hosting my radio show, Precious Metals with Lovely. I thought it'd be fun to share this interview I did with the band Xplore Yesterday, who at the time were known as XY. This interview was a lot of fun to do. The guys are super cool with coordinating the interview time just because I'm in the US and they're in France. Note about what you're about to hear. Number one, I do have some recorded segments in there that I just wanted to include just to give a little taste of how everything went. Of just song introductions like, hey, you just heard this song and now you're about to hear this song. You're not going to be actually hearing any of those songs except for one in the coming minutes, just because this is a podcast where I like to focus on talking and less on playing music. I will play the last song that is mentioned, however, just to give everything a neat tie-in musically and help you flow out of the show easily, just because I don't want it to be a thanks for listening, bye, you know. So I'll give that just because I do include musical cues in the show and I don't want to end things just abruptly. So you'll have a one. So hope you enjoy that. Number two, this interview I did was in a time when I was hosted on a website through my school's radio club, so you're going to be hearing mentions of that website and everything. You don't have to go to that website anymore since I'm not any longer affiliated with it. If you feel like it and you want to check out some programming, some broadcasted stuff from my time in school, from the school I attended, feel free to do that. You know, that if you want to check out new stuff, that's cool with me. I have no problem with that. But it's not really an imperative on my part anymore. Anyways, I wanted to do the ending parts now just because I don't want to do this introduction, then the thing, and then go into the end. Just so, anyways. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to hit me up on social media and let me know. I'm LovelyMetalhead all across my platforms. Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Mixcloud. Give me a shout there. Give me any feedback you may have. And if you enjoyed this episode and any other episodes of this podcast, please feel free to share it. Every time this hits a new set of ears, that means the absolute world to me. So yeah, please feel free to do that. Until the next week, guys, you stay brutal. Please enjoy this interview you're about to hear with the band Xplore Yesterday. So, hello everybody. Welcome to another week on Precious Metals with Lovely here on cardinalradio.com. Every Friday and Saturday at 10 p.m. till midnight, I bring the heaviest hits from the deepest pits of hell to your ears. I am your host, Lovely, and with me, I have some very special guests via Skype and all the way from France, the band XY.
Hi, hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Guys. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join me today. You just came out of rehearsal to be here, so I just really, really appreciate it. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, who you are, and what instrument you play in your band?
Okay, I'm William, and I'm the singer of the band.
I am JL, the guitarist.
I'm Joey, the bass player.
And the drummer's not here.
Okay.
He's pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hope he feels better. That's Manu, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Manu is not here, and Alex, the other guitarist, is not here too.
Okay. Well, they'll be here in spirit. we'll be thinking
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
So my listeners know that I've been talking so much about Avenged Sevenfold and their game a lot lately.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, first off, congratulations on being runners-up. I give you a
thank
special
you.
shout-out in Avenged Sevenfold's Hail to the King Deathbat cover contest. So you guys played the Wicked End theme from the game.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
actually integrated the lyrics from the actual song, The Wicked End, into
Exactly.
the cover. And I have to say,
And
I was very impressed.
we thought
with it.
that this is gonna make us the winner, but they didn't. They didn't think.
See, there were a lot of
Weird.
impressive entries, though, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I still think you could have won the international, but, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But I mean, it was still impressive enough that Avenged Sevenfold gave you a special shout-out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
to me, they
This is
like
cool.
you already, so, I mean, there's that. So,
Yeah, we met them once, and they shared a Death Bad song on their Facebook also. So yeah,
that's really nice.
we're in their mind, I guess.
So, what made you choose the Wicked End theme, and why did you decide to put the little twist and put the lyrics from the actual song into your cover?
We listened to the three songs, and the Nightmare theme. Sorry, was we didn't like it that much. We thought it was a bit too simple to make a twist, because we had in mind to rearrange the song in our way. So the last one, which was Andronico's theme, might be too, I don't know. I didn't see how we could turn it into metal. It was more like an orchestral thing, and so the Wicked End was more like a real song they could have included in their album. So yeah, it was the right one to cover.
Yeah, and we came up with the idea to put the lyrics inside because we wanted to make something different from the other participants. So
Right.
yeah, it's pretty good.
So really awesome. So I know the runner-up prizes include stuff like a signed guitar from the band. Do you guys have your prizes yet, or no?
No, and I'm not sure we're gonna have one, because in the
International in the rules.
in the rules, they didn't mention runners-up for international entries, so we didn't even know that we would win something, and which is sure that we're gonna get one T-shirt, the game, but we don't know if we're gonna have a guitar. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They choose 9 runners-up for international, so they might send 9 guitars. I don't know. We'll tell you, but I'm not waiting.
We still hope that, but
yeah, we hope
we're
that.
not sure now.
Yeah.
I mean, you got recognition. That's a prize in itself. So
That's
yeah.
good.
So
It is.
have you played the Hail to the King Deathbat game at all?
Not yet.
Not
we
yet.
we were waiting for us to be winners and get the game to fully enjoy it. So we're waiting for the download now.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I have played it, and that game consumed like 2 whole weeks of my life. Let me tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's really fun, I think, and I'm not much of a video game player, so that should say a lot.
Okay. Can't wait to try it.
Yeah, just like a lot of fun references just everywhere. Just to Avenged Sevenfold songs, because the levels are named after songs. You have Nightmare, you
Yeah.
have Unholy Confessions, and these bosses that are just very difficult to defeat. And trust me, I was stuck in Babylon for so long, and I did not like having to think about playing against the Beast and the Harlot in that level.
Yeah.
So it was quite. But it was good. I played it both in regular mode and nightmare mode, and I managed to beat both. So surprisingly,
Cool.
Cool.
Can't wait to try it.
yeah. I think you will really like the references to the Rev in there, perhaps.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
God, like once you there, I don't want to spoil it too much so you can be able to enjoy it yourselves. But there's there's the
Not say too much.
there's these bits of artwork that you have to find in the game in this thing called the Book of Mortals, and once you find all the pages, you manage to unlock the Rev's like sword and also the special ability that comes with it, which is
Okay.
pretty awesome. So yeah,
I saw you can buy some items with real money also. Is it real?
With real money, you can buy the characters based off the band themselves.
Okay.
Which I've played Sinister Gates and Aaron, and they're pretty good. Like, my one complaint is that like they have these like silly little one-liners that they just kind of say throughout the game, like "sin to win," and that one's my favorite. I bug my friend with that all the time. See, my least favorite from Aaron's is "smells like a demon pooped his pants in here." It's like, really? That's the best you could come up with? No. Anyway. But speaking of bands making games, though, you guys actually made your own game a while back, called From Nice to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And how was designing that game, and what made you decide that you wanted to do that?
We saw Linkin Park make some video games, a bit like Avenged Sevenfold, but we never saw video games inspired from games like I don't know the name.
Point and click, Broken Sword, or this kind of Monkey Island, this kind of game, and
where you choose what destination you want to go, what you want to do, and it changes the story. And we shoot each other while we were in the US, and it's not like it's not designed. It's not dessiné en 3D, quoi.
Yeah. It's
They are real videos. That's what I mean. So in the video, when you have to choose something, we had to shot every possibility the player could make to have all videos and do the entire game, which is like 30 or 45 minutes to finish. So it took 6 months of programming, of shooting, of making the music, and
finding the story.
Yeah,
it was a big challenge, but we had a lot of fun to do it. So, did you play it?
I haven't played it, but it's still up online, isn't it?
Okay.
Is it still up online?
Yeah. It's online. You have to go to game.xyrock.net. Yeah, game.xyrock.net, and you
have to log in and
you can play it.
Yeah. So you hear that, listeners? I'll link that on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
So you guys can play it. First off, this is going to be a very fun conversation, I can tell. Right now, let's take a quick break and go into our first song of the evening. And since we have the lovely and beautiful XY here, let's start out with a song from them. It's only appropriate, right? Here is One Last Stand by XY featuring Shotter of Dagobah. You're listening to Precious Metals with Lovely here on CardinalRadio.com. And that song there was Tak Kurwa by Samargal off their album Satanic Pop Metal. If you're not following me on Twitter yet, by the way, you should go ahead and do that, because with every show I do, I tweet out the names of the songs that I play so that you know what to look for if you want to buy it. Lord only knows I could have used something like a radio host telling me that I was listening to Tak Kurwa when I was first hearing it. So I'm still here with XY, who are well known for their Avenged Sevenfold covers on YouTube. I think we could talk forever about Avenged Sevenfold. But I do want to talk more about you guys for a second, because
nice idea. Thank you.
Yeah. So how did you guys come together as a band and decide, hey, let's make some music together?
We started the band 8 years ago doing covers. At this time, we played some Iron Maiden, Metallica songs,
Nice.
And it comes the day that we decided JL decided to first make our own songs. And we did some singles, but the first album was released in 2010, if I...
Yeah,
right?
I don't mind. It was not a good album.
Yeah.
Not as good as the latest one.
Each album has something good, but
of course,
absolutely.
Of course.
So you know the saying, you have to make bad art to make good art.
Yeah.
And we're still working on our music. On each album, we bring something new, something more live, something more metal. And the third one, which is Memories Now Dreams, I think it's the better album.
No, you don't think you're sure about
I'm
it?
pretty sure, yeah. And if you guys haven't listened to it yet, I recommend it because I think we put all our art, all our energy inside, so you have to listen it.
Right. So why did you guys decide to name yourselves XY?
That's the worst question in my life. No, there's no real reason. We wanted something short. That's the only reason. So we had ideas of many names, many letters, and one friend of mine told me XY maybe could be cool, and we liked it. We kept it, but I think it's a bit boring nowadays because Pokemon XY.
Yeah.
This is our worst nightmare because when you search for XY on YouTube and whatever, you will find them before us. Obviously, they're more famous because it's
Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. So it's boring because it's not easy to find us in Google and that kind of stuff. And
let's type in XY music.
But the XY sounds good, and you can easily remind it. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to spell it like some people when you say eventful, especially in France. What? No, don't worry. It's XY, you can say it in your own language also. Mm-hmm. So, bon, it's good.
So yeah, there you go. So with your latest album, Memories Now Dreams, as you mentioned, it has a heavier sound than the previous stuff that you've made. So why did you decide to go heavier?
Simply because when we were playing live, our two first albums, we were kind of bored of playing some rock music. We wanted to headbang, we wanted to move, we wanted the circle pit in front of us, we wanted all that kind of stuff.
You wanted more energy.
We wanted to feel the sound, and metal is more what we listen to. So we just said, what the fuck are we doing with the previous song? We want to do this because this is what we're listening to, and that's the way we choose to go. And we're starting to write the fourth album. We just rehearsed some songs from the fourth album, and you're the first one to know this information.
Oh, nice.
And
heard it here first on Precious Metals with Lovely, everybody. God.
And those songs are gonna be more heavy than the previous album.
I cannot wait.
Again more heavy. So yeah.
So are there like some live songs from previous albums that you would still like to keep in your set, or just no?
Yeah. We will keep from the latest one. We keep many of them. We keep One Last Stand. We keep Death Bat. We keep Burn It Down, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Crush You also the first song of the album, because the last part is more rock, is more a bit kind of old school, and it's not that enjoyable live.
And sometimes we even play a song called "I Miss You."
Yeah, from the
second
album.
album, Flying.
Okay.
"I Miss You" was the single most people liked from us for a few years.
All right. Let's see. So, admittedly, I'm not very familiar with the French metal scene. So, can you give us a bit of insight on what it's like? Are there a lot of heavy metal bands in France playing local shows? So,
no, not in heavy metal. There's a lot of death metal bands.
Oh, there you
go. The like of extreme scene is more big, but like alternative music, like we're doing, is not really famous here. France, yeah. Not many people want it, and it's kind of boring because we don't have that much concert in France. Which is horrible because we live in France, so we have to go to the US to do our first tour, which was in May. Yeah, so it's funny. Like the best concert we do are outside France. So yeah, it's boring.
I mean, there's the Michigan heavy metal scene where I'm from. It's not very big either, so I understand the feeling. So, let's see, why don't we play some more music? How about I've got some great stuff lined up in the upcoming hour, including some more talk with XY here. But for now, let's get into some of the latest from Lordi. This is Nailed by the Hammer of Frankenstein off of the Scareforce 1 album, just released this Halloween. You're listening to Precious Metals with Lovely here on Cardinal Radio.
Hello, this is William from XY, and you're listening to Precious Metal with Lovely on CardinalRadio.com. This next song is called Shepherd of Fire by Avenged Sevenfold. If you want to check out the XY cover of this song, Lovely will have it linked on their Facebook page. Precious Metal with Lovely. Give that page a like, and watch our cover on there. Keep listening, there's more XY coming up on CardinalRadio.com.
And now we're back with XY on Precious Metals with Lovely on CardinalRadio.com. So that was just Shepherd of Fire by Avenged Sevenfold. And now you have your own cover of the song on your YouTube page, along with plenty of other covers. So what made you guys decide to start putting covers on YouTube after having so much original music on there?
We wanted to, it was for the Avenged Sevenfold. I think it was the first cover we made on YouTube.
So far
it was so far away, and it came just after the Rev passed away, and we wanted to make some kind of tribute, to the Rev, and we made this cover at this time, and we saw that we have good response on it. A lot of good comments, so we decided to keep
that idea.
And we wanted to do more cover from Avenged Sevenfold, which is a band we really, really love.
So I wouldn't be able to tell.
What? Sorry?
So I wouldn't have been able to tell first.
Of course.
No. So how long does it normally take to make a full cover of a song, be it Avenged Sevenfold or Metallica or even Fall Out Boy, versus an original song?
Doing a cover takes like a week. It takes a week for the 2 first days. The first day we learn the song each one individually on our at our home, and then we come in the studio, and which might be surprising is that we don't play it live all together.
Right.
At first, we only come here. Manu records the drum on the original track. I do the guitar on the original track. William vocals, Joey the bass, and Alex is rhythm guitars. And we do it in the studio without playing it live. So, for example, So Far Away, we never played it really live at our concert, or like we do for Shepherd or Shepherd of Fire or Bad Country or Unholy Confessions, which are songs that we include in our set. But we come here, we record it, we mix it, we shoot the videos, and with the mixing of the sound and the editing of the video, it takes like a week from the idea to the video uploaded on YouTube.
And so it's not so, because I know that the Hail to the King Deathbat contest lasted a week. So my first thought was they did not have a lot of time to make such a well-produced piece of work.
We did this one in like 5 days, because it was pretty quick, maybe more than the previous ones, because we had to, and it could have been more long because we wanted to remix it and to make our own version, so it was more long to find what we're gonna change, what we're gonna include. But we did it pretty fast. Now we're used to it. It's been 3 years since we do it, so it's getting faster and faster. Sometimes it takes like 4 days,
and for our own song it's not the same, because we first write them, then we have a rehearsal of them just to see if everything is good when we play it live, and then we start to record it, and maybe we listen it in 1 month or something like that before we say, okay, this is good and we want to keep it. And sometimes we have even songs that we never released because at the end
they were not satisfying,
like we wanted to. So it's a different process,
Right. So now this is funny and pretty awesome. You guys, like I've mentioned before, have been noticed by Avenged Sevenfold on multiple occasions. For my listeners out there, I'm going to play this clip off of XY's YouTube channel so you can see what I mean. Go to youtube.com/XYRockTV to see the clip of Avenged Sevenfold talking about them. And so that was motherfucking Shadows talking about you on that stage. How awesome was that just to have him talk about you while you're in the audience?
It was like I could say
God talk to us.
like God talking to us. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was the best moment of our career.
Yeah, I think.
We didn't expect that. We came with a banner saying we're a cover band and we want to play a song with you because we saw a few years ago they did this with fans.
Right.
We wanted that, and we didn't expect he was saying that. So when he asked us the name of the band, and when I said XY, and he reacted like in this video, maybe the time has stopped for just for the moment. So we were like the mouth open, eyes totally open, and when it was over. It was like, what has just happened? Someone just beside me told me, what happened? Can you imagine what is going on? And I was like, yeah.
Did it
like
happen?
some kind of drug into my veins, and I was just, no, I don't know. It was amazing.
What was funny too is that we didn't have the time to record this moment with our phones or cameras. And
we wanted the proof.
We wanted to be sure that
we wanted that proof.
this thing. So we seeked all the internet to find someone who record the video, and we finally found one after 2 weeks. Something like that.
Yeah. We post something in the Facebook event of the concert in Paris, and someone answered, I've got this moment, and I was like, can you please give it to me or I will kill you? Yeah, it was amazing, and even more when their security guy came at the front row and asked us if we were the band. We told and he told us to meet him at the end of the concert. To meet them backstage for a few minutes because they wanted to talk with us, and we were like, all right guys, we're gonna be famous. And we're not that famous now.
This is a big moment, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, it was really cool.
They told them that maybe one day they'll open for us, you know. Like,
yeah, I was saying to Sinister Gates when he was leaving, and if you have if you need some bands to open for you whenever you come back or whatever, think about us. And he told me, yeah, but maybe in the future we will open for you.
Oh, that's so sweet of him.
Yeah, that was really cool.
They're very kind guys, yeah.
Really cool. Yeah.
So you got to talk to all the band, or because I know there's pictures in your videos now with you and
only Shadows and Sinister we met.
Oh, okay. So the rest of the guys eventually you'll make your way around. So and again, it's just pretty awesome that you just keep getting this recognition from Avenged Sevenfold and on YouTube. And mentioned earlier that you had a tribute to Avenged Sevenfold called Deathbat, which in my opinion should be like the theme song for the game Hail to the King.
Yeah,
it just
you're
fits
right.
Perfectly. Like
you're right.
Honestly.
We were hoping for something like that, but it didn't happen.
Next time.
Like
some of our fans were like, Avenged Sevenfold need to cover this song from you because you've covered like 10 songs from them, so they can do at least one. And I was
fair.
like, yeah, it would be a good idea, but that's not up to us.
There's apparently a petition going around for Avenged Sevenfold to cover Deathbat. Is this right?
Yeah,
heard that.
We heard that, but we didn't find it, and maybe we'll ask someone to do another one. I don't know.
Goodness. So, how was the tribute Deathbat born, by the way?
Just after we met them, a few weeks after that, we were writing our third album, And we came up with this idea to do it and to thank them for what they did for us, and also because we wanted to do this. We were so used to cover some of their songs. When we play Avenged Sevenfold, it's almost like we're playing our own songs in a way, because we know how they play, we know their music style, so we have this in our hands when we play it. So it was pretty easy to write a song which mingles mainly some Shepherd of Fire, some Nightmare, some Little Piece of Heaven, a bit of Buried Alive. These are the four main songs that you can find in this one, and we wanted to do the lyrics using their names and
references to their
songs name, which was pretty hard. When you read the lyrics, obviously it's not an amazing lyric song, but it was pretty hard to use those words and to make something which is almost understandable.
You think you succeed on that?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it was hard to use this. Yeah.
Okay. But I think that's a really interesting story. Let's play another song or two before getting into the big four of thrash metal segment at 11. So here is Burning Leaves by Encepharum. You're listening to Precious Metals with Lovely here on Cardinal Radio.
You're listening to Precious Metals with Lovely on CardinalRadio.com. This is JL from the band XY, and right now we're in the middle of the big four of thrash metal segments, featuring the heavy hits from Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax. This next song is called 44 Minutes by Megadeth. Keep it heavy. That wraps up the big four of thrash metal segment on CardinalRadio.com. Let's keep the music rolling now with a fun folk metal tune. Here is Vodka by Korpiklani.
Alright, that's enough music for now. And so that was Psychosocial by Slipknot from their All Hope Is Gone album. I'm still here with XY. How are you guys doing? You still doing okay?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Good. So now let's talk about your immediate plans for the future. What are you doing now? What do you plan on doing soon here as a band?
The project is to write new songs, and it's to write new songs, and obviously we're looking for some opportunities to play abroad, and certainly that the next year we're gonna have a new tour in the United States.
Oh, nice.
And even in Germany, I hope. And we're still looking for some kind of situations. We'll keep you in touch in our Facebook page about everything, about new songs, about something.
All right. So I noticed that you had a post on your website saying back to originals, and you're working on a song. So it's like, yes, it's coming.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about your fans, because we're going to get into fan questions in a moment here, actually. So what's it like for you to have this sizable following of like over 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that number continuing to grow every day?
Yeah.
I think it's because of our covers,
Right.
Everyone wanted to find some music and some covers we do, and they love the songs, and they after that they listen to our own stuff, and I think if they love what we do, they become a subscriber,
Right.
And that's good. That's pretty good.
So, and you wouldn't mind being known as like an Avenged Sevenfold cover band, like ultimately?
No, we don't want to be a cover band.
Right.
Even if we're doing covers, we're also focused on originals. We've got 3 albums, which is 3 albums means almost 30 songs. We didn't make 30 covers. I'm not sure. Yeah. So it's more long to write originals. So we spend much more time on originals. But it's true that it's a good way to get fans to listen, fans of big bands, to listen to us, because nowadays not that easy to
bring our music to fans, to people.
There are so many bands, being in France doesn't help us. So yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the beginning it was not the goal of our covers, but when we found that it's bringing a lot of people which can be interested in our own songs, it's true that we won't stop making covers for the moment. So unless we find a good deal with a label or something that brings us to the biggest concert festivals and that kind of stuff.
Right.
For the moment, we're doing both. It's and it's working. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right. So let's go into fan questions. So I think these all are from the same fan because they're all anonymous, but that's fine.
Okay.
We got questions. So
okay.
So here's one who wanted to remain anonymous. They ask, hello, XY. I really admire your music and your covers, and I think they're really well done, and musicians nowadays could learn something from what you're doing. My question is, will you be touring the United States again anytime soon? I know you played some shows here before, but that was before I knew how awesome you guys were. Which is funny, you guys were just talking about you have plans to tour the U.S. again.
Yeah,
so
probably.
That answers that. So would you plan on hitting more stops in the U.S. or?
Yeah, we'd love to. We missed the tour we could have done in December because we didn't have time for that, and it was not that much interesting for us. But I guess we will have more opportunities because it's not the first one we had. So we're still talking with our touring agent and booking agent, sorry. And I hope it could be done around April, May, or almost that period. Okay. But nothing is set for the moment. Nothing is done. So it's still an option.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So how was playing in the U.S., by the way, for the first time?
First time was it was 2 years ago when we were in Los Angeles where we shot our music video Rebirth and where we shot the video game we were talking previously. We played at the Whiskey A Go Go in Los Angeles. It was pretty cool, but it's not to be compared with in May when we were on tour around Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, that area. So it was really amazing. We love the USA. We love people there. We love how friendly they are. We love how they like our music. It's so much different from here. It's like another world. So that's the world we want to be. Fuck France. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like a prison for us being here.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it makes everything longer, harder, and better, stronger.
Now the good opportunities are in the US for us, and
right.
Being in France is pretty hard because in a tour you have to first go to the United States, and it's a pretty good long trip, etc. So it's quite boring to be here, but here in France we have the time to work our music, to create our songs, and maybe one day we will be in the United States if the band have more things to do.
Right. I mean, you could do what Lordi did and just win a round of Eurovision and get recognition that way, and people in your country will love you forever.
I think any other country in Europe would be probably better than France for our music. Maybe Germany, maybe Belgium,
Sweden,
Eastern, from East Europe. Any country, I guess. Italy, we've got many fans in Italy also. But it's not easy here.
If you want to be famous in France as a metal band, you have to be famous in the United States or everywhere else first, you know.
It's not a 100% rule, but yeah, it happens often like that.
Okay, so we have another fan question. What other music do you guys like to listen to other than Avenged Sevenfold?
Can you say it again? Sorry.
What other music do you guys like to listen to other than Avenged Sevenfold?
I really enjoy Dream Theater, progressive metal band, Linkin Park.
Not that much with their
anymore.
latest
Yeah,
album.
yeah, absolutely. The whole stuff of Linkin Park.
The first albums, yeah.
Sometimes I listen to Foo Fighters. What's the name of the last band I heard? I don't remember the name. But yeah, the first band I listened to is Avenged Sevenfold a lot of time, and yeah, Dream Theater, Linkin Park, as I said, yeah.
Those days I listen more to Bring Me the Horizon. I listen to Slipknot, Pendulum. I don't know if you know the band.
I think I've heard that name.
Pendulum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of drum and bass, dubstep drum and bass mixed with rock.
Okay.
I listen a lot to electro music, a lot of dubstep. On dit Skrillex or Skrillex? Skrillex. How do you pronounce Skrillex?
Yeah.
Skrillex. Yeah, I like this guy very much. A lot of electro, some metal. Like I said, yeah, those bands. Joey, any bands you want to?
I don't remember. Danger Kids, Of Mice and Men, and I don't remember another.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff. It's an interesting mix of like things that you listen to, which kind of will influence your music and make a more unique sound, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see, what's another fan question? Oh, here we go. This one I really like. I couldn't help but notice that there were little Mario and Goku toys in the background of your Wicked End video. Are you guys total geeks for anime and video games?
Alex, the guitarist,
the rhythm guitarist,
enjoy
and
it too. Yeah.
enjoy the bass player. Yeah, you were watching Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Watching a lot of manga.
A lot of mangas, anime, and
Anime?
I don't know the word.
I don't know.
Yeah, they really like it.
But about video games, not that much. I used to play a lot a few years ago, but I'm more busy with music nowadays, and
Right.
yeah, sometimes we play some Battlefield online and maybe some FIFA. Comment on dit FIFA?
FIFA, yeah.
FIFA, some football stuff to play together. But no, we couldn't consider as geeks.
We are more Battlefield than Call of Duty. I know that the Shadows plays a lot Call of Duty.
Yeah,
But we are more in Battlefield.
sorry.
Yeah, I kind of laugh every time, like, Shadows has been, like, talking about their game and just plugging it and just talking about how he just loves Legend of Zelda. I'm like, oh my god, you're a nerd. You are such a nerd. I can't believe you.
Yeah,
Which,
big guys with tattoos.
just buff and just, like, I sing
Yeah.
metal and just, like, I play video games.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of metalheads, though, are, like...
Yeah.
They like seem tough and
They have a lot
intimidating,
of-
but they're
they
just
have
the least intimidating
True.
people of all.
You know, they have a lot of time in their tour bus, so I think they bring their video games in the bus and they play during the tour.
Yeah, which is
I can make the effort to become a geek if I'm in a tour bus with us. I can make the effort.
Let's see. What's okay? Here's one more. I just lost it. Oh, here it is. Do you plan on doing more Avenged Sevenfold covers? And if so, which songs do you plan on doing?
The answer for the moment is no. We did this contest because it was a contest, and we had in mind
Can skip it.
to win. So yeah, we did this, but no, we did enough for the moment. I think we'll start again when there's a new album from Avenged Sevenfold, which is normally announced in 2016. So no, for the moment we're on our songs. When we do covers, we're doing some from other bands because we don't want to be called Avenged Sevenfold cover band only. So yeah, we recently covered some Bring Me the Horizon, Five Finger Death Punch, Slipknot. So yeah, for the moment the answer is no for the A7X covers.
Okay. Then.
Sorry.
They'll come back eventually. They'll be there. You have your old ones too, which are still enjoyable. So let's see. Let's get into another song here. You guys,
What? Sorry. Wait.
We're playing another song now. So we're
Okay.
listening to Precious Metals with Lovely on CardinalRadio.com. Okay, we are getting to the end here, folks. I just want to thank you so much, XY, for taking time out of your schedule to join me on my show. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, lovely.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
The merci beaucoup was really good.
Oh, thank you. So why don't you tell everybody, all my listeners, where they can find you and follow you and see what music you're putting out?
Of course, William will do it.
Yeah, you can check it our website. It's xyofficial.com, and you will find all our stuff on it, all our Facebook page, YouTube page, all our music, our CD if you want to buy some, and all is in it. And all is in it. xyofficial.com.
And that link will be on my Facebook page.
Yes, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
As for me, you can first follow XY, of course. But as for me, you should know where to follow me. I am LovelyMetalhead on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all spelled correctly with no hyphens or underscores, none of that garbage. We're running a tight operation here, folks. You can like my Facebook page, facebook.com/preciousmetalswithlovely, and know when and what I have lined up for my show next. Follow my Tumblr, lovelymetalhead3.tumblr.com. Through all of those social networking sites, I post selfies, metal rants, funny stuff, and of course, stuff about my show, because I mean it's only appropriate. Let's see, what do we got? Shoot. If I'm not the only one that has a show on Cardinal Radio, if you want to know what other shows we have in our lineup, you can head over to cardinalradio.com and check out the DJ biographies. We have a variety of shows playing a variety of music on this station, and even when we don't have a show playing, we're always streaming 24/7. So come on by, even if my lovely voice isn't on here. Be sure to like Cardinal Radio on Facebook. That is facebook.com/SVSU Cardinal Radio. Keep track of what our group has lined up, as well as what shows are coming on next. For everyone at the Saginaw Valley State University, if you're interested in having your own show through Cardinal Radio, please come to our meetings, which are every Monday at 10 p.m. in Curtis Hall, room 224. Come say hello to Wade Westfall and pitch him your idea for a show, and we'll get you hooked up with it. Even if you don't have a show idea but are still interested, come on by and we'd love to have you. And even if you don't want to be heard on the radio but still want to be involved with Cardinal Radio in some way, you're absolutely welcome too. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in once again to Precious Metals with Lovely on CardinalRadio.com. I'm here every Friday and Saturday from 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to midnight, bringing you the heaviest hits from the deepest pits of hell. I just want to thank you, XY, again so much for being here and letting me interview you. And since you're the special guest, I will let you introduce the last song for the night.
Thank you, lovely. It was nice.
Yes.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
It was fun. I do hope I can be able to interview you guys again, if that is all possible.
Yeah.
Of course.
I really enjoyed this. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and read that bit that I have for you there.
Okay. All right, this is JL from XY, again me, and you've been listening to Precious Metals with Lovely. Here's the final song of the evening. It's one of our own, and it's called Death Bat, our tribute to Avenged Sevenfold. Keep it heavy, stay brutal, and we'll see you very soon.
my shepherd. Come and save me, I'm buried alive. Everything they've thrown at my ears, so far away from what I like. Finally, the shepherd set me free. Avenging myself against this fight. Yeah, what you say? I will confess my 7 sins to the king. Are you ready to die? To reach heaven in peace. My vengeance will bring so many screams, and only shadows will be seen. I'm forever there. Just call me a deathbed. And I'm coming home too, I am totally blacked out. I think I crossed the danger line. Nightmares all night long, don't know what went wrong. This evil city is taking me down. Burn it down, burn this down to the ground. It's been too long since I've been here. Finally, the shepherd set me free. Imagine myself against this. I will confess my 7 sins to the king. Are you ready to die? To reach heaven in peace. My vengeance will bring so many screams, and only shadows will be seen. I'm forever there. Just call me a deathbed. I will confess my 7 sins to